Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff, me, Ryan McGuffey, here on what's a rainy little Friday afternoon in the Windy City, taking us into the weekend. Happy to be with you as always. It's always brought to you by, you know it, our fine partners at Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations nearest you. Order.hooters.com if you'd like to slide in and pick up your order and take it home to go. All right. NASCAR tickets coming. NASCAR tickets are coming on the show today. We've already given away a pair earlier this week. We're giving them away all month long. We're giving away another pair today. We're going to ask you to use the hashtag Take That in your response to the chance to win. Hang on. I'm not going to put it out there yet. We're going to wait for the brethren and all of you to join the show. But that is going to be the hashtag when we give away tickets on the show. Lots being made of what happened yesterday. By the way, the chat just absolutely full. We got all kinds of stuff. I know that Andrew Vaughn, it looks like it's a big topic here. We'll get to that in a minute. Justin Turner's been a big topic on this show. Get him out of here, DFA him. His impact on the Cubs, I think, might be a little bit bigger than we all think if you watched the game last night. This morning, the White Sox traded Andrew Vaughn to the Brewers for pitcher Aaron Savali. A rare one-for-one, veteran-for-veteran trade. Savali, of course, a couple of days ago in Milwaukee, got demoted to the bullpen and then demanded a trade. Not demand, but said he was seeking a trade with his agent. This made sense. As soon as I saw that, I was like, if the White Sox could figure out some kind of way to get Aaron Savali, here's why. And here's why I like the move. Let's talk about Savali for a second. The White Sox need more Adrian Hauser types to come in and save and spare the arms of the young guys that they have in their rotations. The Cannons, who's on the IL, okay? The Sean Burks, the Davis Martins, the Shane Smith, all of these guys who've never thrown 100 innings, okay, with the exception of Martin, they're going to get tired. They're going to need guys that can back them up. And my guess is that Hauser's going to be shipped off for a lottery ticket. He goes tonight for the White Sox in Texas against Jacob deGrom. And maybe Savali comes over here and pitches really well and gets dealt again. I think it's an absolutely no-brainer. For Vaughn, one big disappointment, right? I said he's a good dude on Twitter, and people are like, oh, who cares? He didn't work hard. They don't work ethic and results and good dude aren't all in the same blender. He is a good dude. This is a fresh start for Andrew Vaughn. It wasn't working here. It didn't work here. And quite frankly, when he was shipped down to Charlotte, I felt like this is the beginning of the end. I didn't know if it would lead exactly to him never returning. I thought the possibility was there. Once Elko came back again by himself, that was kind of the writing on the wall from there. So let's get to some of the comments. I'm going to get to the NASCAR question here soon so we can get the hopper rolling. It's going to be, you're going to enter for a chance to win. We put it in the random generator at the end of the show. We pick a winner. Please, if you're going to win the tickets to the NASCAR street race, make sure you can go, or make sure a friend or family member can go. We're talking about a $400 value here. The Zach Brown Band is a part of these ticket giveaways. Becky, yeah, we just mentioned Vaughn got traded and White Sox got Aaron Savali. Eric, great win by the Cubs last night. Definitely a tough one today with Paul Skeens on the mound. Hopefully they can score early runs off him and knock him out of the game early. Remember, earlier in the year, the Cubs faced Paul Skeens and got to him. Okay, hit a bunch of home runs. Eric, just saw this today with the Sox trading Vaughn to get a pitcher. The Sox are starting to play better as of late, even though they haven't won a lot of games, much better than last year. Yeah, even last year, or even last night, I did the recap, and I called it like one of those good losses. You strike out a dozen times, and in the ninth, you have the tying run at the plate when Tauchman homers. Like, they continue to fight. You get a 3-hit night from Edgar Caro, a 3-hit night from Miguel Vargas, and they just look different. Rain's going to be kind of off and on all day. It should not threaten the game whatsoever. Of course, Becky, the big Oklahoma City fan, a huge comeback. Folks, if you have not been watching the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Stanley Cup final specifically, holy crap. 3 of the 4 games have gone into overtime. The Panthers were up 3-0 at the end of one, and it felt like, okay, this series is over. All of a sudden, it's 3-3 heading into the third, and Draisaitl gets the big winner in overtime, and now it's tied up at 2 games apiece. It feels very much like this is going 7. What if both the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals went 7 games. It feels like it's starting to trend that way. David, happy Friday to you. I watched both the Cubs and the Sox at the Maryville Hooters last night. The tender tacos and cinnamon pretzel bites and the $8 drink of the month. Great night. Look at David, man. David's my guy, dude. He had the $8 blueberry lemonade with the blueberry puree and the bullet bourbon. He knows how to do a meal right. The cinnamon pretzel bites, a way to finish it off. Happy Father's Day to Cap. Hey, I'm a dad. No, happy Father's Day to Cap. Happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be awesome, Eric. I appreciate it. Cap certainly does too. Certainly, there's not a moment in day that goes by where I don't wake up and pinch myself, that I have the distinct opportunity and awesome responsibility of being a dad. OD, good move by the Sox. All the bets were so bloody close last night. The Cubs really pissed me off last night. I felt like we were rolling. At one point, you're looking at that parlay going, here we go. And then like everything all at once. Davis Martin, an easy cash with the 4 strikeouts. Jim, what's going on, man? I don't know if you went out and rode 30 miles today, but it's good to have you on the show. Happy Father's Day weekend to all the dads out there today. No doubt about it. Every single one of you. We appreciate the hell out of you. Where's Clyde? I'm sure he'll pop in here in a second. Let's get to real quick. I want to get to what we're promoting today, which is the NASCAR Street Race. Give a little background for those of you just joining. NASCAR Street Race, the only NASCAR street race on the circuit, July 5th and 6th in Grant Park here in Chicago, the Xfinity Series on Saturday the 5th. The Zach Brown Band playing in Grant Park, and then the NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday the 6th. We are giving away tickets all month long. We're giving away tickets today. Here's the question I'm going to ask. We are proud to partner with NASCAR. We'll be doing interviews with drivers throughout the month as well. All right, so here's the deal. Cap, if you were on Instagram, you saw that Cap sank a golf shot from 45 feet the other day at the ESPN 1000 golf tournament to Drain Eagle. Who drives the number 45 in NASCAR, and where is he in the standings? Use the hashtag take that in your answers. I need the name of the driver, the current place in standings, and hashtag take that. And that's how we'll throw your name into the hopper as we continue the show. But I wanted to get you guys going. We want to get the names in the hopper rolling here. 45 feet. Who drives the number 45 in NASCAR? Where is he in the current Cup standings, NASCAR Cup standings? And use take that in your response. What's going on, Jess? Happy to see the White Sox get a new pitcher. Hope he thrives here. Yeah, he's 30 years old. He turned 30 yesterday. He's no stranger to the White Sox. He used to shove against the White Sox when he was a member of the Cleveland Guardians. I don't think he's here for long. He's only signed through the year. If he pitches well, he could be a depth piece that gets flipped at the deadline for a lottery ticket. I think that's a best case scenario for the White Sox. Kyle, happy Friday to you. Happy belated anniversary to the Bulls. 34 years ago yesterday, they won their first title to kick off the greatest dynasty I've seen in my lifetime. Yeah, it won't get better than that ever again. 34 years ago. My goodness. I remember when Michael took the trophy and was crying at the Great Western Forum after beating the Lakers. It was a big, big, memorable moment for all of us. And at that particular time, I had seen the Bears win a Super Bowl, but I was in first grade. So the first true championship I remember, I remember watching the Super Bowl, but like having feelings toward a team that I was so attached to with the 91 Bulls. Incredible. Happy to watch the Cubs win last night, says Randall. Good afternoon. Hopefully they get another W today against Paul Skeens. Dan says go Sox. Phil, good afternoon to you, the real Phil Sims. Great win last night by the Oilers. Season is saved. You think it's definitely going 7. You've been saying it the whole time. Rudy Rico. Primo que pasa, Holmes? Hope you're having a great day. I can speak some Espanol, Rudy. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Bird Dog. What up, Guff? The Stanley Cup Finals, one of the greatest series of the time. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. 3 games into overtime. Hello, Landon. How are you? Kyle? Read a rumor the Hawks might be looking to trade up in the upcoming draft for either Misa or Schaefer at 1. Need Pat Boyle to come on for some more inside draft. It's 2 weeks from today. Go Blackhawks. I'll try to get PB on next week when I'm on vacation. I'll get him on here and see if we can't do a little Q&A with PB. Vaughn, great dude, but looking back at the 2019 draft class, could have had Riley Green or CJ Abrams. You know, you can do this, Lip Ripper, my guy, with a lot of different guys the White Sox drafted over the years, and it just didn't work out, and it's really, really disappointing. And at some point, I think there needs to be accountability on the player too. It wasn't working out with him. For whatever reason, Andrew Vaughn never got going. I thought he was a 25 95 RBI type guy, and it just never got going. Shea says the offense looks terrible. I'm assuming he's talking about the Cubs. They have not been good of late. They've been good enough, but they do need to put things together. 4 hits yesterday, 2 which left the park. Rudy, I've never been excited for the NHL draft before, but I can't wait to see what the Blackhawks have up their sleeve. Yeah, Kyle's got he's all over the rumor mill part of it. We'll get PB on here for sure. I'm going to send him a text as soon as this show is over. Playoff hockey is the absolute very best. There's no doubt about it. Kyle, big weekend all over Chicago in sports. Cubs at Wrigley, Hounds at SeatGeek, Red Stars followed by the Fire at Soldier Field. Let's get some W's this weekend. Go Chicago. I always appreciate Kyle's interest in every sport, mainstream and otherwise, in the city of Chicago. Happy Father's Day to all the dads at lunch today. Jess, we appreciate you. Clyde's at work with, of course. You always ignore me when I ask you about who I think. I defer here, Clyde, to the people. Kyle just gave us really good insight about the rumors. I'm not ignoring you. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start ignoring you. That's what I'm going to start doing. Atomic Burrito, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day, guys. I can't say it enough. Speaking of fathers, the Godfather himself, folks. Happy Father's Day to the Godfather himself. Full house last night. Rickettsville is alive. It's June 13th, and we're still under the luxury tax. Ricketts is eating steak every meal. We can't appreciate Godfather enough on this fine program. Pablo's still psyched about those shirts. Looking forward to seeing them on sale. We have a couple. I was going to wear one today. I'm going to bring a few on vacation. Cap had if you watched the Cubs recap last night, by the way, those of you asking about a hoodie, Cap had the hoodie version sitting in the bleachers last night. It's in the Cubs recap. Like I said, hopefully as early as next week, we will start having merch available on Clark Street Sports. We're really happy and proud to partner with them. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, especially my own Kyle. That's awesome. No doubt about that. This is why I'll ignore you, Clyde. We're not calling people out, dude. It's too much love on this show. Doesn't matter. Not a Sox player anymore. See what happens? Tyler Reddick, 6th. Take that. Put Atomic Burrito in the hopper. Atomic Burrito's going in the hopper. He wants to go to the NASCAR street race on July 5th and 6th. That is how you do it. You give me the name, you give us the position, and you say, take that. Please be able to go to the race. I can answer the question, but Stanley can't attend the race. Love Team Jordan. I know, Kyle. I know. We would love to have you go to the race. If you use my shirt, I can get a cut. Sombrano doesn't need the money. Bizarro Clyde, the alter ego. Thank you for always acknowledging me on here and your social media platforms. It's a quality free show. And I'm here to appreciate all and not criticize. Thank you, Bizarro Clyde. I love you. Hey, Clyde, working man Clyde on the job. Reminds me of my working days. Always there earning the green. No doubt about it. Brent, throw him in that hopper. He's got Tyler Reddick, 6 in the standings. Hashtag take that. Yeah, Brent's going double. He wants in. He's got 2 in the hopper. Good afternoon. OKC better win tonight. Indiana will not blow a 3-1 lead. Looking ahead to the series, both teams are 3-0 this postseason in game 4s. Both teams. The over is 5-1. I might be leaning a little bit towards one way in the bet of the day later to come in the show. Atomic Burrito. Reddick also drives for Michael Jordan's team, who is suing NASCAR. I know. That's a whole separate thing. I thought it was fun that Cap drained a 45-footer and that Tyler Reddick happened to be the guy who drove for Jordan's team. I'm leaving the other stuff off the table because we're proud to partner with NASCAR. Aaron Savali is the new pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, a veteran, 30 years old, came from the Brewers, pitched for the Rays, and was first known with the Cleveland Guardians, back then the Indians. Kurt, how long can the Cubs carry Ben Brown, and why, if he's only got 2 pitches, is he already in the bullpen until he has another pitch? Because they need guys in the rotation until Shota and an acquisition happen. I think that's the truth. Everyone is doing their best to contribute through their posts. I'm thankful for it. Thank you for the show. Landon, I was a month old when the Bears won the Super Bowl. The Bulls were the superheroes of my childhood. I think that's really well said. Superheroes of our childhood. Godfather Ricketts plus luxury tax equals cheapskate. Godfather, you're something else, man. Who you got for the College World Series? This is where I go to Lip Ripper. Lip Ripper is my ultimate College World Series guy. Let's get Randall in the hopper. Randall, Tyler Reddick, number 45 in the standings. We're getting Randall, I should say. Randall in the hopper. Let me make sure this is all, I'm getting these all correct here in the hopper correctly. So appreciate you, Randall, for chiming in as we try to get somebody to the NASCAR street race. Oh boy. See, that's about, if Clyde, you're going to call people out, people may call you back. Randall Yep, we're happy to have you. What happened to Andrew Vaughn? He's traded, and he wasn't doing it here. So that's what happened. The Cubs broadcast of Turner last night had me dying. How did that make air? Clearly, someone didn't see Justin Turner, and it made not just made air. They made him the fan of the game. Him and Seiya have a thing where they do kind of a, they do like a, it's kind of like a, I don't know what to say. They bump at the crotch. Well, Justin Turner's down in the camera well with some fake testicles outside of his jersey, and he's jumping, and it's very evident that there's something going on. So yeah, somebody missed that. Happy Father's Day, Godfather, all the chat fathers. I have 5 kids, 13 grandkids. Dude, blessed isn't the word, Godfather. That's incredible, my friend. Enjoy Sunday, enjoy the weekend. You deserve it. And 13 grandkids. I aspire. I guess if I have 13 grandkids at some point, my kids really got after it. Okay. Like in a way where I probably would have a conversation somewhere around the 8 mark. Because as much as I would love it, I would be like, it's going to be a long couple of years for you guys. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. I don't have 5 kids. I have 2. So it makes it a little bit different. Have a great weekend, Randall. Noah, the Cubs are going to win the World Series. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Noah. Noah coming in here and dropping it. I absolutely love just coming in here and dropping the boom. Here's how confident I am. Kyle, if the Hawks can't move from their position, looks like Porter Martone, and I'm probably butchering these names, especially the Caleb Denoyers or Anton Frondell are the early favorites for Chicago at number 3. Linda, get Linda in the hopper. Tyler Reddick 6, take that. Linda, appreciate you being on. Hopefully, best of luck here when we get to that later in the show. It's messed up to be ignored when I have Chicago sports questions and insights to the Recap podcast. Is there anyone here that's more confused by Clyde than me? There's, in case you're just joining the program, if you want to go to the NASCAR street race, who's the number 45 car? Where is he in the standings? And take that in your response. I want to talk about our friends at Hooters. Great weekend to go to Hooters. They have the drink of the month, which has already been brought up here on the show, which is the blueberry lemonade. It's got the blueberry puree, the bullet bourbon. It's a perfect way to kick off summer. School is out for summer. Okay. So it's officially summer, even though we're not officially there yet. The tender tacos have been mentioned. The cinnamon pretzel bites have been mentioned. Some of my favorite. I like the mango habanero. I like the hit. Give me the kick. Give me the kick. And you know that I love to do the order.hooters.com and pick up my to-go order and have the Big Daddy mug, either the Kona Big Wave, the Mango Cart, the Michelob Ultra for those who are trying to keep the summer figure. Summer Ale from Sam Adams, also part of the summer beer specials in the Big Daddy mug. OriginalHooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicago area locations nearest you. We're always proud to partner with our friends at Hooters on the show. Getting back to the show, Kurt, my Jed should have signed a starter when he had the chance in the offseason. I think a big name starter is coming here. Jimmy, what's going on? Jimmy, our first winner of the NASCAR street race tickets. Team World Cup starts tomorrow. All games taking place in the United States. Vaughn got traded to the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm very happy to be here. Arkansas is the favorite, plus 195. Coastal Carolina is the fun team. Sucks they play each other first. Yeah, I was hoping for Coastal Carolina to kind of come out of the bottom there and match up against Arkansas. It does suck that they go. But Lip Ripper, of course, our College World Series insider here on the show. And Clyde, I know that you don't like being mocked by Bizarro. I'm going to let you guys settle that there in the chat. Oh, Arizona playing Coastal first. Sorry about that, Lip. No ride today. Guff got to rest the knees and back training for a 50-mile ride on June 29th. Back on the road tomorrow. Pretty awesome stuff. Christian feels really good about the Paul Skeens matchup. Cubs win 7-1 today in Christian's mind. Best College World Series game will be Razorbacks versus the Tigers on Saturday night. Straight pick them right now. That's pretty awesome. David, who is our resident Hooters fan of Northwest Indiana, I could just tell you this in the last 2 weeks from memory. I remember that David's both been to Portage and now Maryville Hooters, the two that Clyde loves the most as well. Where do you rank Vaughn as the biggest bust in Chicago sports history? Right up there with Mitch Trubisky. Okay, good question. I don't rank Andrew Vaughn the biggest bust of the rebuild. I don't think he's higher than Yohan Moncada. I don't think he's higher than Eloy Jimenez. I don't think he's higher than Luis Robert. Yes, I'm calling Luis Robert a bust. I know he got MVP votes, won a Silver Slugger and a Gold Glove. Luis Robert's a bust. All 3 of those guys are a bust. I think Vaughn can go 4th in that group. So I don't even have to put him on the Mount Rushmore. Trubisky's definitely in the conversation. Vaughn just is part of this whole thing, which is why I think the White Sox will move on from Luis Robert. They are trying to clear their, they want to distance themselves from any of the past. And I love it because the vibe and the buzz and what's coming here with the new guys, I think is very, very evident. And I think it's really, really cool. If you want to hop in, let me get this for those coming late to the show. If you want to get in the NASCAR ticket giveaway, we want to know who is the number 45, drives for the Michael Jordan team. Where does he rank in the standings? Use hashtag take that in your response. And we are putting names in the hopper here as we get closer to the end of the show. We will name the winner as we get a couple more comments here. Let me get this. Man, I hate being late. What I missed, guys? Oh, we're talking about Andrew Vaughn, talking about the Cubs, the huge. Clyde's correcting people. Jess, Bears look like they are exploring a minority sale of the team. Is this because of the Arlington Heights Stadium? I think it's probably for a lot of reasons. There are a lot of McCaskies, and some of which may want out. So usually when you're trying to explore minority share of the team, it's because you're looking for cash right away. That's what Ishbia is doing with the White Sox. And when you're doing that, like you said, Jess, you're building a stadium. You need plug and play cash right now. I will tell you, the Sox showed a lot of fight in Houston. What is this about Andrew Vaughn? They did show fight in Houston. Vaughn's traded to the Milwaukee Brewers when he was sent down, not quite a month ago. I thought this is the beginning of the end. I think the White Sox saw an opportunity for depth here where they didn't see it. They thought maybe they go to the deadline. I don't know if Andrew Vaughn would have been in the organization post-trade deadline. They may have DFA'd him. So this is an opportunity to try to flip a guy who's didn't really have any trade value and get a pitcher that you could flip in maybe in 6 weeks for a lottery ticket. So we'll see. Randall, 1 kid, 3 stepkids, 13 grandkids. Love them all. Very blessed. That's awesome. Congratulations, Randall. Skeens Horton should be Sunday Night Baseball's matchup. I know. It's first pitch coming up here in about a half an hour. Who's a bigger mess, the Bulls, Sox, or U.S. men's soccer team? I don't think the Sox are the Sox are a mess. They are not the mess they were a year ago. The White Sox are not the answer here. I think the White Sox on this. U.S. men's soccer team has been a mess for decades, as have the Bulls. Oh, sorry about that. Looks like I lost my feed there for a second. I'd probably go men's soccer team 1, Bulls 2, Sox 3. Let's see. Let me make sure there's any more names here for the hopper. Looks like we're good. The Brewers have the first baseman from the Phillies. Yeah, Rhys Hoskins. Andrew Vaughn has been sent to AAA Nashville, by the way. Could we trade for Zach Gallen? You're talking about the Cubs. I think 100%. Now, I don't know which way. I think Gallen's going to be a Diamondback, probably close all the way to the deadline, while the Diamondbacks, they're 500. They've won 3 straight. They just have been up and down trying to figure out who they are. I made an error. We have 7 kids. Thank God you didn't name them in the first one, Godfather, because someone would be pissed right now. 6.5 over under. Sox biggest bust in order: Robert, Moncada, Eloy. Yeah, I'm really down on Eloy, but I probably subscribe to that. Do you think it was more Vaughn failed the Sox or Sox failed Vaughn? Both. I think they got Vaughn up here quickly because they wanted the bat. Remember, he played right field. I think that killed his legs the first year and a half. But at some point, when he had the keys turned over to him after Jose Abreu left, it was time, and it never took off. He was a below-average first baseman, below-average bat, below-average player, and it didn't really work. Are the Bears finally done playing games and actually finally building the stadium in Arlington Heights? It's been a black eye. I don't know if it's been a black eye. It might be a sore. I'm not sure a black eye. It is. There's a lot of. Yes, they're going to Arlington Heights. I'm frustrated too that it hasn't happened. Just that. I like TA though. TA is not nearly the bust. Andrew TA fell off a cliff. TA won back-to-back batting titles. He was a 2-time All-Star. I can't put TA and Andrew Vaughn in the same tier. I can't. Amazing what one move can make. Will Venable has had a big impact. I expected it. He has had an awesome impact. Clyde, man, trade deadline can't get here fast enough. I want the Cubs to have home field throughout. Lip Ripper, right before I go to the bet of the day, throwing the Coastal Carolina Louisville to win parlay at plus 262. So there we go. If the Bears lose the first 2 games of the season, to say, oh, yeah, you know how people act around here. You know people week to week. Come on now. We know how things go. Last call for the NASCAR giveaway here. Let's do the bet of the day first and then come back and award the NASCAR tickets. All right, bet of the day. All right, so I don't know if you guys are as pissed as me. When you walk in a run, I have a really hard time with a Cubs team that is significantly better than a Pittsburgh Pirates team, and you score 3 runs. It's 0-0 into the 5th. They get a 2-run bomb by Pete Crow Armstrong, and I'm thinking, here we go. Then they get a solo shot from Sam. Like, all right, now it's time to tack on. Pirates get 2, and then the Cubs offense had 4 freaking hits. 4. So we've slumped the start of June. You know what? It's part of the game, folks. That's why we do this every day. We come back to the bet. All right. NBA Finals tonight, game 4. I mentioned at the top of the show that both the Pacers and the Thunder are 3-0 in game 4s this postseason. Ooh, something's got to give. I love a good storyline. The over for both teams in those 6 games, 5-1. I'm riding the over. The totals dropped a little bit in this game. Here are the game 4 totals. Oklahoma City, we know, is a defensive team. Indiana likes to play with pace. Here are the game 4 totals. Oklahoma City against Memphis in game 4, 232. 232. Game 4 against the Nuggets, way under, 179. Game 4 against the T-Wolves, 254. Okay? There's your 2-1. When you're looking at the Pacers in the game 4 of the playoffs against the Bucks, 232. Against the Cavs, 238. Against the Knicks, 251. I'm going over. I'm going over the 227.5. I'll say this, both teams know that game 4 changes the entire series. Pacers go up 3-1. Oklahoma City's reeling. Oklahoma City ties the series at 2-2. This thing's a coin flip, best of 3 series. It's going to be a complete street brawl, I think, at this point. I'm going over the 227.5. A lot of comments, a lot more comments piling in here. How much is a hot dog and a beer at these days? Yeah, it's not cheap, Godfather. It's not cheap at Wrigley Field. I need odds ground is broken this year. Odds ground is broken. I'll still say minus 200. 200. Yeah, Godfather, I'd say a hot dog and a beer, probably at least $25. Hot dogs. Yeah, this is not the South Side we're talking about. Problem with Wrigley is that the food is bad and costly. Drinks have always been costly. Still under the luxury tax. I'm with Clyde here. It's always tasted better on the South Side. Could the Sox build a stadium in Arlington Heights? They want to be in the city, and they're asking for help right now. They need there needs to be private equity here, private money. I don't think it does the White Sox any good to be on the Northwest side. Cubs need to pick up one more good starting pitcher. They're trying. I don't know. ASAP means a bigger cost. We all agree with Clyde there. This was the first bet I made this morning. Great minds think alike. Could be a great way to ease costs for both teams if they do something together. That'd be fun. Cade Horton isn't going to save the Cubs. I don't think anybody's asking him to. Thunder win by 7 or more, says Swayze, as we think he's going to force game, or not force. They are going to play game 5 no matter what. Astros Sox Park food has always been better and voted one of the best in the league. Make it 3 at that table lip. I bet the same thing this morning. We always ride together. If the Bears lose week 1, people will always start talking about the upcoming draft. Yeah. So I'm glad my guy Lip Ripper, going back to the bet of the day. First bet he made this morning was the recap bet of the day. He likes the over 2. I'm telling you, man, in this crazy ass world that I really believe is this big. Okay. Lip Ripper and I are going to get together sometime. It's going to feel like we've been friends forever. I just have a feeling. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Have a great weekend. Let's give away the tickets. There's the bet of the day. We're going over 227.5 in tonight's NBA Finals matchup. Let's give away some NASCAR street race tickets. Okay, July 5th and 6th. Proud to partner with them. Here we go. I have the spinner result. Here it is. I have the screen grab of it. We have our winner. We have our winner. Brent, are you still on, my friend? Brent has won himself a pair. And by the way, if you didn't win, keep coming back. We have a boatload of tickets to still give away. This does not mean you're out. It just means that Jimmy took it down, and now Brent, if you're still in the chat, there you are, my friend. Let's go. Brent, email us at recapoffice@gmail.com. recapoffice@gmail.com. Let me get you here. Let me get you, Brent, so you can. There you go, buddy. Winner of the NASCAR tickets, the street race ticket. Brent, email us at recapoffice@gmail.com. Make sure it's from an email address you want the ticket sent to you. And you, my friend, are going to the NASCAR street race. We appreciate you being a loyal watcher, subscriber. Please subscribe. If you just pop in here and you haven't subscribed yet, what are we doing? Subscribe. Okay, we're going to have merch soon. We're going to have merch next week. We have tickets. We're going to be giving away tickets, by the way, coming up to the Windy City Smokeout next month. People are coming. People understand who we are. recapoffice@gmail.com. Really, really appreciate. Look at and look. Here's what's great. Look at, you are welcome, Brent. But look at Brent. This is what I love about this show. All right. This is what I love about this show. Brent wins the tickets. Look at what happens. Bam, Jess. Bam, Astros. Bam, Lip Ripper. Bam, Jim. Bam, Randall. You see what I'm saying? Like, people are genuinely happy. Atomic Burrito was in the hopper. Doesn't win. Bam. That's what I love about this show, man. Follow us on Instagram at the Catman. Okay? Follow us on Instagram, guys. You get all the there's a lot of content we cut up from this show and put on Insta. If you're not following us on Insta, we're doing short clips. I do a separate bet of the day. I take the bet of the day from here and we turn it into another video. Katie does a great job with everything. But I just love the love in the room. Look at everyone congratulating. Legit happy for Brent. Bears will be. Oh, and Swayze's like, dude, I still got time. Let me get a question in here. Have a great weekend, everybody. Atomic Burrito. Yes, you'll be in the hopper next week. David says, congrats, bro. Congrats to all of you. Look at Swayze. Brent. Thank you, Jess. That's from Katie. Katie, of course, running the behind the scenes. She's the best in the business, period. Happy to have her. Hey, have a great Father's Day weekend, everybody. For all of you dads out there, enjoy it with your kids if you're lucky enough to have them around. If you're a grandfather, if your dad's not here, I know what that's like too, okay? It can be a tough day. It can also be an enjoyable day. Try to take all of the emotions and ride with it, because it's a great day. It's something I always wake up with a lot of perspective. Have a great weekend. I'm on a plane tomorrow. We're heading down south. I'm back with you on Monday. I am still with you. I'll be with you all week from a different location, but I appreciate all of you guys. Everyone's saying it too. Have a great, you're welcome, Brent. Have a great Father's Day weekend. Remember the bet. We're going over the total, 227 tonight in the NBA Finals. Let's get rich for the weekend. Have a great rest of your day. Have an awesome weekend. Have a better Father's Day. Appreciate you guys as always. It's been the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff, me, Ryan McGuffey. For everyone at the Recap, for Cap, for Katie, we appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day. It's all brought to you by Hooters. Go to originalhooters.com. Find one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Check out that blueberry lemonade this weekend. It's delicious. Have an awesome weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be a good person. And we'll see you on